Good morning, everybody. Hello. Hey, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room, and today is day 2 of decluttering the Bat Cave. Hi, I'm Becky, and you are in our virtual stitching retreat. This is where you follow me along in my sewing journey, and I hope I can inspire you to put something under the needle or to get rid of some stuff. Frito's here. This is Frito, our little rescue. Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. There she is. Look at that little wiggle butt going. Oh, my goodness. Look at that little wiggle butt. Yeah, the girl. Good morning, Frito. Yeah, you know the drill, don't you? You've got Mama trained. You got Mama trained so good. You're so good. Yeah, that's my Frito. That's my Frito. Good girl. Lots of good mornings to you, Frito. She is a sweetheart. She's just a doll. She's got us trained. Good. She's our little rescue. Got her about 2 years ago. 2 years ago this coming March. So what a blessing, right? What a blessing. All right. So a little bit going on here. My room is a complete and total disaster because that's one of those things, cleaning up is one of those things where it has to get worse before it gets better, right? Kind of like when you go get your hair done, you get totally ugly before you come out of the spa totally beautiful. That's where we're at. I know I miss Dave too. I was thinking about him this morning, Kathy. He's around somewhere, I'm sure. I need to write to him, pop him a little email. So how's Weight Watchers going? Betsy wants to know. So I'm down 7 pounds and from my heaviest when I started. So I'm pretty happy about that. ML Weber's in here. She is my Weight Watchers buddy. I want to encourage all of you, if you need to become Weight Watchers buddies with me. And we're on the journey. We are on the journey. So yesterday I had a Daughters of the American Revolution meeting, and January is always our potluck. So I brought my black-eyed peas and I made, because you have to have black-eyed peas in the South on New Year's Day, which I did for good luck for the rest of the year. And so I always bring black-eyed peas to our January meeting and I make them really well. My son says I don't, but I do. They're delicious. And I took those and they were 0 points. So the new with the app has so many 0-point foods. It's wonderful. So pretty good. You don't lose quite as fast as you used to on the old one, but you're losing at a better, healthier pace. And I like that. All right. So tomorrow is Embroidery Thursday. Those of you that are new, we dedicate Thursdays to doing machine embroidery. And tomorrow I'm going to show you how to use your embroidery machine to do embellishments that would normally be, you'll come across quilt patterns that have like straight line stitching. It'll have some lettering or something like that. This is the 6.5 inch candles block. This is Lori Holt, Vintage Christmas. Didn't that come out pretty? Y'all, this thing was right almost 7 inches when I finished. It was like 6 7/8. It was pretty wonky. And so I blocked it, which means I pinned it to I pinned it into a 6.5 inch square. I used the quilter's cut and press for that, soaked it down with water, patted it, and got it to be exactly where I wanted. And it dried up, and then I pressed it, and then I hit it again with some Mary Ellen's Best Pressed. I dilute that, and it worked out fine. But on this particular block, there's supposed to be some little red berry buttons on here that make up the little holly berries. Okay. So I'm going to show you, we're going to stitch these on. We're going to stitch those onto the block. All right. And get it ready. So that now it's a permanent part and we don't have to sew buttons on after the fact because I hate hand sewing. I don't do that. I've got so many emails from you guys yesterday about either supporting what I'm doing, going through and getting rid of stuff, donating, blessing others with my abundance, right? Donating things. So I got a lot of supportive emails. I got a lot of, like, you go, keep going, keep going. I got a lot of, I need to do that too. I love the inspiration. Thank you. I got a lot of pearl clutching. You can't get rid of that. Oh, you guys, it's okay. It's okay. if you're brand new to the channel, and I have a lot of new subscribers, and I'm glad you're here, thank you and welcome. My style of quilting is different than most quilters. Okay. I'm a quilter. I have been a quilter for 15 years, but I am a left-brained, analytic. I'm very methodical. I think very, I'm not an abstract person. If I arrange the furniture, it all goes against the wall. I don't have that artistic bent. If you ever read my blog, powertoolswiththread.com, there is a tab there. Usually, bloggers will put the word about to tell you about themselves. Mine says the creative fraud. That's who I am. My mother is left-handed. She's artsy. She's a sculptor. She's incredibly talented, always has been. Me, could never draw a straight line. And so learning to put fabrics together and make colors work and think about things in an artistic manner, that's not me. And so my style of quilting is what is actually a lot of your style of quilting. And there are hundreds of thousands of us that think like I do, not like what I would consider a traditional quilter. Okay, where you can go, oh, that'll look great with that, and let's put that together, and then we'll do these patterns, and we'll just create this gorgeous thing from my brain. My brain doesn't work like that. So my brain is the kind of brain that is keeping the quilting world alive today, and my brain is the kind that copies people who have brains like that. So I will see a pattern created by a creative, and I'll say, oh, I love that. I want to make that. And I'll grab the pattern and I'll get a fat quarter bundle and I'll buy all the coordinating fabric and I'm off to the races. Because when it comes to analytically thinking about how to put those pieces together and make them work, I'm on that piece I have. So I saw a lot of comments. I got emails about, that's not how I think. I would have used this fabric for that. I would do this, and great. That's wonderful. One big happy, you guys. It's a great big pool and everybody is welcome here. So, okay. CG says, I'm the same. I'm an IT person. I retired out of the cybersecurity community from the US Air Force. I'm an IT person. I think like a router. That goes here, that connects to that works with that. And if there's a break, I got to figure out why and fix it. That's how I think. So, a lot of people who watch me do not watch me for creative inspiration. If that's why you're here, then just sit back, get your coffee, and just, nod politely. That'll be fine. That's what my friend Dana does. She doesn't know a thing about quilting. She just nods. That's nice, she says. But so anyway, I just want to kind of explain that to you guys. It is not in my makeup to go, oh, what could I do with this fabric? What could I do? Oh my gosh, I need to hold on to that because I might. Y'all, I know I won't. I won't. I know I won't. And so also, I need to let you guys know, I live in the boondocks. Okay. I am 40 miles from the nearest anywhere, 35, 40 miles from, I live southeast of San Antonio, Texas. And I am not in a highly dense quilting community like the Midwest, okay, or the Northwest. I don't, up there, you can't throw a rock without hitting a fabric store or a barn with a quilt, a barn star on it or something like that. I don't live around that kind of thing. So while I have a guild in my county, there's no store in my county. I have to drive. Where's the nearest one? 30 miles to a quilt store in McQueenie, Texas, which I love. That's my local quilt store, but it's 30 miles away. So when you guys are saying, don't forget about Quilts of Valor, don't forget about Quilts for Kids and all of this, y'all, I don't have that near me. And it takes here's the thing. I don't have a problem at all donating to my local quilt store. She has a giant basket where she sells scraps by the pound, and I only have quality quilt shop quality fabrics in my scraps. Anything that is not quilt shop quality, I got it at Walmart when I started and I didn't know any better. I'm not saying it's fine. I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to get email. Y'all, it's all right. I did it too. It's fine. But this is years and years later, and that anyway, so I'm not even going to go there. She sells those scraps and I donate them. Okay. And if people want them, they can have them. Everything else, y'all, I don't have any of that near me. Okay. Betty Boop's in here. Where she lives, they have a thriving quilt group, and they have a big thing they go to and shop for Quilts of Valor, and they do all of this stuff, and it's great. I don't have that. So to manage a donation like that is hard. And I don't live around quilters at all. I don't know. Don't send Becky email over your Walmart fabrics, Sarah Stitches. That's right. I don't need the hate, y'all. I don't. It might make you feel better, and that's okay. Just resist hitting the send button. Write it all out. All right. And then leave it in your drafts and then delete it eventually. That'll make you feel better. I do that sometimes. Y'all ever do that? I get mad. I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. How about that? All right. So we're on to day 2. Now, I did a lot of stuff yesterday. So let's turn it around and do a little review. Okay. So my trash basket runneth over. All right. So there is the trash. That has a lot of, these are boxes of thread that I decanted. Oh, you know what? I don't have my little earbuds on. Hold on a second here. I'm going to be moving around and you guys won't hear me without these on. Let me put them in and see if the old MacBook picks them up. Yes. Awesome. Okay. There's my audio. Perfect. All right. So I have, this was a box of camera equipment that didn't belong in there. So I took the lens out, put it in the camera bag, and just, no, I'm getting rid of the box. Okay. And then I have, this was that big box of So Fine thread from Superior. So there's the label on that. Okay. Cause I'm a long armor, and I got rid of that. And this was Sweet Pea's Incredi thread. You guys, this thread is fantastic. This is from Sweet Pea. Long armors, get the cones. You will love, love, love it. I love that thread. So the Incredi thread, this was a box of brights that I use at Easter, and I put them on my pegboard wall. This was the thing that went inside of that Brother travel thing, and all those wires I told you about from the old security system. I have a bang up wireless security system now, so I don't use that old one. It was from 20 years ago and it didn't work anymore. Okay, so that's all what's in there. And I also cleaned up, I put those big bins of fabric into the back of my car for donation. So those are in there, those bins that we went through yesterday. I also had lots of cones, loose cones of thread floating around. Okay. You don't have anything except Walmart? That's fine, Frida. Nothing wrong with that. Walmart's really upped their game. They really have. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But so what I meant was, now I got a mea culpa, you guys. So what I meant was, quilt shops, if they're going to take scraps to sell, they won't take scraps. They have to be from a quilt shop manufacturer. Usually they'll take them and then they'll go through them and throw the ones that are not from Moda and Riley Blake and Blank Quilting and Free Spirit and all, they'll get rid of those. They'll call them out. There's nothing wrong with those fabrics. Just be sure to wash them first. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get off that. All right. So, and then here I put all of those thread spools back. These containers came from the Container Store, and these little locking handles, they break, you know. Anyway, I'll throw that away. So I put on my white up here on this side so I can get to it. And then down here, I emptied out one of these and consolidated my colors. And this is where all the So Fine is. I like to use So Fine on the bottom, 50 weight. Okay, so that's fine. That works. My machine likes that. I have a whole thing. I'm going to get rid of this. This is Finesse from Grace. So I'm going to get rid of all these. I'll probably put them on my store site real cheap. Ship them to you guys. We'll do that. I'm going to put that over here. I don't use it. I don't need it. Okay. And I put a link below in the description box to this cart that I keep all of my stabilizers on is now on Amazon. And I put a link to it below. And how you get to all the links of stuff in my sewing room is you, underneath the video, it says more ... Click that ... and it'll open up a description box. And in that description box are links of featured items and things we're doing. But go on down and it says around my sewing room. And there's a lot of links of the most popular things that everybody wants of stuff that I use. So that's how you get to all that. And I appreciate you using my links. That's how I make my living. So thank you. All right. Now, so let's get in here, shall we? Again, real quick, this is a utility room for the house. Lots of concern about stuff around the water heater and stuff around the AC unit. What if it catches fire? Okay, fair enough. Now, so nothing touches the water heater. Nothing touches it. It's close, but it doesn't touch it. And then on the AC unit, oh, hold on, before we get in there, not before we get to the AC. Someone said, move the ice maker. All right. I live in deep South Texas and it's hot down here. Most of the year, it's really hot. Like I own 2 long sleeve shirts. That's it, right? So the ice maker, we use it all the time because we fill an ice chest every day and we're outside, you know, in the nice weather, hot weather, whatever. And we use it constantly. Now the ice maker has to sit here because one, you cannot use an ice maker outdoors around me because it'll work constantly and kill itself in about 3 months. All right. It's just too hot. It's too hot and it's too humid. We don't have a dry heat here. Very humid. Now, there's a water line here for the water heater. So Keith, Mr. Plumber, ran a water line, ran an extension from the water, cold water coming in, that down to, let me zoom in so you can see. This is, okay. So behind here, this is a cold water line coming into the ice maker, okay? I don't have anywhere else I can put it. It's not going to go next to my sink. I'm not going to do that. I don't have any space. And then in here, because this house used to be owned by an air conditioning guy, we bought it from a guy who worked for the local AC dude. He married his daughter. Okay, and this was their house. Okay, hold on, you're stuck. Just a minute, y'all. I ordered a new little piece of equipment so this thing doesn't go dark because I got a short in this one or something like yesterday. And then here is the AC unit that he installed just for this room when they converted it into a game room. This big hole here, this air conditions this little room and keeps it really cool. Okay. Rustic, but effective. So he just cut a hole in the side of the box, right? Not code. It's code. It's fine. But it's just a little vent is all it is. And I make sure that when I store my light in here, that vent is not blocked. Okay. That has to stay open so that it can keep this room cool. So y'all don't chill, you know, don't freak out on that. And then down here on the side is on the back, I have these bolts that are stored right back here. It's against metal and it's fine. So everything is cool. Now, the drain line for the water heater, the drain line for the ice maker comes out of the back of the ice machine down here. It sits on top of this metal thing. I don't know. It's a shelf thing. I don't know. We got that at Home Depot or something. The ice maker sits on this metal. I forget what it's called. There's a line that comes out of the back of the ice maker, and it comes around this gray hose. Okay. And it dumps into this little gizmo right here. And I keep a bucket under there for water if it overflows and drips. All right. So I keep an empty trash can under there. And this is the drain line for the ice maker. And this drain line is the drain line for the air conditioner. And it goes directly to the outside of the house. Okay. Because y'all were like, what if you have a flood? I know. And Keith replaced the water heater a couple months ago. Year and a half ago it's been. Okay, it's up on the box and it's in a tray. It's in a tray. So everything's fine. Okay. I think we're good. Y'all were all wound up about that. Oh my. Okay. Is my stabilizer cart the Whitmore 5-tier double-sided shoe cart? Yes, Quilt for Fun. It is. It is. It is. It's actually more expensive on Walmart where I bought mine. Now it's $2 cheaper on Amazon. Okay, so here is what I did from yesterday. I cut all, see those wires coming out of the ceiling up there? I need to shove them up in the hole so they don't look bad, but I honestly don't care. So those are all those wires that came down from the old camera system. So that's why all of that ended up in the trash over there. So those are all cleaned up because I used to have a big bunch of wires and electronics and cords and all kinds of noise right up here. And now that's all gone. Okay. I put my pillow forms up there. So how do you figure out where things need to go once you declutter? Those things that you use the most get the best real estate in your space. That's how you figure that out. So I know my pillow forms are up there in that little bin, okay, but I rarely use those. But I know where they are now, and they're all in plastic and they're covered and everything's fine, just like at the store. And then I have a couple of other empty bins right over there. And that tube right there, that is actually my Power Tools with Thread banner I use when I do events. Okay. So let's see. I want to make sure. Am I planning to do another quilt from the Family Favorites book? No, not at the moment, Ladybug. I might. I don't know. I might. Okay. Also, you guys, if you have it's really hard. The chat is very tiny and I can't see it from here. If you have a question you really, really, really want answered and I don't see it and I skip over it because I'm not over there, then feel free to drop it in a comment below and I can do that. Or you can send me an email, powertoolswiththread@outlook.com. Okay. So, all right. So this is where I'm going to keep my prepackaged batting up here off the floor. And down here is my loose batting. Now I want a large clear bin to put up here and kind of consolidate this. So that's on the schedule next time I see one and I'm where someone is. Let's see. Am I going to do the new mystery block of the month from Fat Quarter Shop? It's not. I have 5 quilt-alongs going right now. So no. All right. I did label these. Let's see here. I did label these. So those say SF101 and Heat and Bond Light. So I know what those are. Okay. Everything's up off the floor. And then down here, I went through my juvenile stuff. And this is all that's left. I kept everything in the little kits that I liked and the fabric that I liked. And I kept juvenile here. So I have probably 3, maybe 4 baby quilts ready to go in here. And this is my basket of loose stuff. I need to look here first. These are stabilizers that are prepackaged. And then I have the stabilizers down here on the bottom on the bolt. All right. And then over here, I have Minky. And that's in that bin right there. Those are Minky. Now I got another Minky up here. I wanted to go through this. Okay. Oh, look at this. Gnome DIY kit from Creative Notions Quilt Shop. You can make socks into gnomes. This is precious. I'll never do this. I'll never do this. It came in a subscription box. It was adorable. And it's been sitting up here, I don't know, a year or two. So donate. That goes over there. And then I've got some Minky, and I want to know how large of a piece this is in order to determine if I am going to save it. If it's baby quilt size, I will save it. Okay. All right. I want to make sure. Can't wait for me to go through my books. Oh, my word. I did that a couple years ago. I went through my books. It was crazy. All right. This is good sized. I've been into it already. Look, I got a cutout right here. So I've been into this. That was probably for a lovey, right? So this is a really good sized piece of Minky bubble. It's Cuddle Bubble. Okay. This stuff's expensive. I'm holding on to this. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to put it into a bag probably so that it stays. Oh yeah. It's got big old chunks off the bottom down there. So I'm going to fold it up nice, and it needs to go into a plastic. You know, no, I don't have a food saver large enough. I could put it into one of those space bags. So I have some of those smaller space bags that'll work. Okay, so here's a good piece of cuddle. I'm going to keep this, set that on top of those afternoon quilts. I took my second metal basket, and that's those afternoon quilts that need to get made. Okay. And here's another piece of cuddle. This is baby quilt size. Sometimes it's on sale and I snag it, right? That's how we accumulate these things. Here's another piece to it, not quite as large. Okay. Yeah. Not quite as large, not large enough for a quilt, but large enough for a lovey. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to this. Let's see. And fold this up, make it nice. Some of you will go to the trouble to go ahead and measure this out and put a little label. Good on you. I'm not doing that. I like to just go, I wonder where that is. And here is a lovely piece of Minky or Cuddle Bright Yellow. That'll make a cute little lovey too. What is this? Let's see. This is a Walmart 3.73 one piece. $3.73 for a piece. I'm going to hold on to this. That's not quilting cotton, so I'm going to hold on to that. And then I have whatever this is. And how big is this? Oh, it wants to shed. Oh, it wants to shed. I'm not picking it up. Okay. When you sew with this stuff, cover it with Glad Press and Seal and then sew. Don't sew without it. You'll have shred everywhere. Okay. Okie doke. What is a lovey? Tina, loveys are, Designs by Juju has an In the Hoop one, and I have a video on how to make it. It's a little, I know you've seen them. It's an animal. It's a plush animal, right? That you stuff maybe the head, and then the body is just a drape of a piece of Minky, and that's it. And it might have little hands, it might have little ears, but the body is a square, right? And you sew a head on it, and babies just grab it and hold on. They're called loveys. Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. This is looking good now. So this stuff is more Minky that I just went through. So I'm going to put it back in the bin because it's labeled, and everything in here I'm going to keep. And I actually have a little bit of room in there now that I folded it up nice. And it looks good. So Minky also goes up here. I'm just going to leave that. So I actually have two things of Minky. They're close enough together to be good enough. And that's kind of it. I think that's all I wanted to do because we were almost done yesterday, but I had wanted to answer your questions. All right. So we talked about bags in a bag, and you guys were all worried about my bags down here getting wet. So unless this thing springs a leak from underneath, which is possible, it's not in a tray. This is a big clear plastic bag that I probably need to get rid of some of my bags. Okay. But these bags, I mean, I know I could go through and get rid of some of them, but some of them I don't want to. So this one, I was on Pat Sloan's book tour and showed how to make her little treat bags. And then I used this treat bag as a demo of how to stipple around. I snap-plicate these, and then how to stipple around pre-quilted, pre-appliqued stuff using the luminaire. So these two were part of that. So these are demo pieces, and I take them with me when I travel so I can show what you can do. I have a bag signed by Jenny Doan from Missouri Star. I went to a retreat, not a retreat. She was at an event down in Victoria several years ago, a decade ago. She was at the Houston show. She popped over to Victoria, Texas, and in between. Okay, so here's a little backpack bag I got at the show for free from Riley Blake. I like this because I can just put it on my back and carry stuff around at a show. And I like that. It's cool. Sweet pea bag. They give these out by the thousands. This is a nice size to carry stuff in with a nice flat bottom. I like that it's stiff and not floppy. See, there's reasons that I have these. I do try to go through and get rid of things. Why is there a quilt in here? That doesn't go in there. This was a quilt that I snap-plicated. This is from Connecting Threads. I made this 2 years ago, 2 Christmases ago. That has a different home. All right, so that needs to go somewhere else. Let me throw that out there. Okay. Now a giant handy quilter bag. I love these giant handy quilter bags. I take them with me on a cruise. They are my laundry bags. When we, change our clothes, I use these giant bags as our hamper. I have 2 or 3 of these already in a suitcase. So I'm going to turn this into what I call a donatable donate bag. I can fill it with donations and drop it off and walk away. Okay, so this is a donatable donate box that Dana K. White talks about. I'm going to use this bag and donate this. And I have another one here. Okay, this is pretty big. This is another great big one from Handy Quilter. Y'all, I hit shows a lot. I hit shows quite a bit. I leave Tuesday for Road to California. I'll be in Ontario, California, provided that it's still there. Okay, let's see. What is this? Connecting Threads. Oh, I hate to do it. Now this, y'all got to see this. This is from Betty Boop. She made this for me, and I use this when I travel all the time. This is in a jelly roll pattern book, okay? And it's a Velcro closed tube. The idea is you're supposed to make the body of it with jelly roll strips and sew them all together, okay? But it has cords at the end. But look, so when I travel to guilds and whatnot, I load this up with my samples. And then they Velcro together, and you pull this. I'll have to tell y'all what book it's in. If Betty Boop's here, she might know. She made this for me, and I love it. So I travel with this. I take my quilts everywhere and my samples. It has big handles, and it goes up over my back. I love this. I'll have to find that book. Okay. See, because I travel so much, I use these. Now, this particular bag doesn't have any depth to it. All right. So I can donate this. I wouldn't use that. That's small. And this is a bag. Look. This got made for me. Yay! This got made for me. So I'm keeping this. This is our RV Sew Together we did last September. ML Weber, did you give this to me? I'm trying to remember. That's what I get for not writing it down. Here's a Power Tools with Thread tote bag. I sell these on our store site. Okay. And this, when I travel, I take these with me, fill them up. Here's a little bag that a viewer made for me on the cruise. This is handmade by Jackie. She made these for everybody that was on our last sew and sale cruise. Love it. Perfect for, I've got a little, I like to keep my earbuds in here, and there's a little cleaning cloth. And here's a quilt that is a disaster. Why is this in here? I made this quilt as a reminder to never free motion quilt. I put this on the long arm. No. I put this on a machine, and I thought, I'm going to free motion quilt this. Okay. Because it needed to be crosshatched. My blue bonnet panel. And I tried to crosshatch it and stop all around the outside. But before I did all of that and made it very nice, I thought, I'm going to free motion stipple this. And what happened was, I don't know if you can see it. What happened was that. And I stopped. While the getting was good, I stopped. And I said, I can't free motion anything. I'm not doing that. I have held on to this to remind me. Matter of fact, I can hang it up in here. I have held on to this to remind me. You cannot free motion. Don't even try it. So then I crosshatched the rest of it. And I said, never again. I'm not crosshatching anything again. And I will do it on the long arm. So that is why I use automation. This is a reminder of why I use automation. I have a little Walmart bag. I can get rid of that. I have a good sized Kimberbell bag. These are things I like to take logo bags with me when I show up somewhere and I'm carrying all my goodies. You know, just because y'all recognize it. There's another one. What do I have in here? I got this from a viewer. I take this as a sample. Retired Air Force. They gave me this in 2020 when I retired. That nice? I think this is, I'm trying to remember. It's got a little sewing machine. You guys are so sweet. Hold on to that. I have bags and bags. I have my weenie dog bag. I have bags I made that I didn't like. Here's a Bianni. No, it's not Bianni. This is a bag I made that I didn't quilt. I don't like it. I'm going to donate that. And this is the Sweet Pea weenie dog bag. I have a video on how I made this one. I don't even have a weenie dog. You know what? My friend just got a new weenie dog. I've never carried this anywhere. And my friend got a new weenie dog, and I'm going to, well, maybe I did carry it places. I might throw it in the wash and fill it with dog treats and give it to her. And she can use this for her little thing. Because I wanted to make another one, but I don't have the time. So I'm going to wash up that one and give it to her. She'll like that. Here's trash. Okay. All right. This is good. There's my original Power Tools with Thread with my old logo. So donate. Donate. I had a lady named Annie make me this bag in Boise. She lives in Boise. Back in 2021, she gave this to me. And I love this bag. This is so well made. I used it to carry tech for a long time. And this has Miss Texas, my featherweight, on there. Okay. And it says handmade and quilts. I love it. Very heavy. It's vinyl. This took a lot of effort and time, and I love it. So I still use this to carry things that need to be protected. So, okay. Let's see what else is in here. I have a Yazzie. They don't make these. I don't know if she still makes these pouches anymore, if she makes them in different colors. I used to wear this at quilt shows. Keep that. Here is the DBJJ foam case I made out of some Tula. Hold on to that. All right. Here is a quilt show bag. You have to pay for these at the quilt show. Not even a freebie. It's got lots of pockets inside. When was this? 2022. I don't use this. I'm going to get rid of it. Ah! Landed on cords. And then this is a Tote Bonnie and Camille. Bonnie and Camille are not Bonnie and Camille anymore. I think it's just Camille. I can't remember. So great tote. Great tote. Dirty. Needs a bath. It needs a bath badly. I don't know what happened in there. No idea. All right. And we're going to keep going. I did a blog post on this. This is one of my very first Snapplique posts I ever did on my blog. And I give away this SVG. Okay. Happiness is. I made this SVG. You see, I don't make fancy stuff. So I made the sewing machine SVG, and I stitched in happiness is, because I was going to put it here and the letters were too small. Then I put some buttons on it to make it cute. That's cute. You can get this free on my blog, the SVG file for that. So, okay, sentimental reasons. Do I keep it? Because I don't use it. It doesn't have any depth to it, so it's not a very big tote. It does not have an inside pocket. It's just a tote. Matter of fact, I made this. I made the tote itself. It's got a big, long set of handles, so it can come here and hang down low with all my goodies. I don't even like it. I'm going to donate it. Donate! All right, and then I have some, okay, I have another Power Tools with Thread tote bag. Hold on to that. This is a Moda tote bag. They were given away. It has no depth. It's skinny. I can't use things that can't hold stuff, so no good. Okay. And, okay. I've got some cute little diaper pants. These were made for me by a viewer. These are cute, right? Diaper pants, tote bags. Okay, they got a zipper. Adorable. These are so cute. Oh, that's the zipper pull right there. And then here's one, Americana. Gotta love it. I'm going to hold on to them. And then this was an On Wander Lane, I think. Oh, no. Was this On Wander Lane? What's that from? Not. Yes, this is a Nancy Halverson. Sure is. And I Snappliqued this and put this. This is adorable. I made this several years ago. This is a sample to take with me when I travel. And that's it. So I've got all my goodies here now and a pen that doesn't go here. I'm going to put the pen somewhere else. So that's kind of how I think through things. If I can't use it, I'm not going to give it space. So I got rid, oh my goodness, I'm very excited. I got rid of about half of my tote bags. That's nice. Okay. So my samples, let me see here. I'm just going to keep, my samples need their own thing, right? And then the bag that I take to shows, I'm going to have everything. Okay. I'll put that in there. I just don't want that to get all mushed up. That needs its own space. Okay. Now I got to put all this back. That can go there. I just want bags that I can fold and shove in here because I get into these all the time and take them with me. These go on the road. Okay. That's good. Except my Jenny Dome bag. Don't take that with me. That's just a keepsake. Why am I keeping that? I have a book she signed. Okay. Why am I keeping the Jenny Dome bag? The ink is like kind of worn off. You can hardly see it. Now, here's the thing. If I can't close the bag, I got to keep going. How's that? I can close the bag. This is a Kimberbell bag. All right. I think this is a Kimberbell. Yep. Kimberbell right there. Okay. I have been meaning to do that for so long. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think we're ready to put things back in here. All right. Oh, Jenny's a huge inspiration. I know she taught me how to quilt, y'all. I got this big pile of bags I'm going to get rid of that I never thought I would get rid of. Only one of them is going to be given away. Okay. My bags of bags. I'm moving them. I got a clear path to put things back. I'm going to move my laptop out of the way. Sorry to make you stare at my room, you guys. Okay. And now I'm going to move this camera. We're going to go down the little step here. Hold on. Down we go. Don't fall. I got you. Okay. And you're crooked. I know. Hold on. You're on a rolling thing. I got you. Okay. So let's put stuff back. Okay. Not ML Weber, made by Margie. I thought you made me that bag, Margie. Did you make me that bag for El Campo? I'm trying to remember. Vicky, or did Vicky make it for me? Vicky made me the stand-up. I'm out of breath. My goodness. You don't think my earbuds are working for sound? Oh, they are. That's weird. Yeah. If I stay in one spot, they work fine. Okay, so I'm going to put stuff back now that needs to go in here. So now only those things that I use and need are going to be in there. So I'm going to put, this probably needs a space bag. This is my pillow form for bench pillows. I'm going to put it up here by the SF-101 and just let it sit up there. But it needs to go in a bag so it doesn't get all dusty, right? All right, I'm going to put, I'll show you when I get finished where everything is. My stabilizers, back up they go. Everything has to be on wheels so it can roll around. Y'all, I have a big old hole right there. Okay, and this goes right here. You don't want to look at that. I'm going to put this in. Okay. And my Pelican case for when I travel, air travel, is right here. And then this case is for when I drive. Oh, that won't fit. All right, up here you go. There. All right. Oh, I wanted to mention to y'all the other day, yesterday, I said I had, okay, you guys heard bamboo batting. I said I didn't like. No, I like bamboo batting. This is a bamboo hemp blend, and it shifts on the long arm, and I don't like that. I might donate this too. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to put that back in here in front of the other stabilizers. And my other roll of batting goes in here. Oh, on the up there with it. Perfect. Yay. And then my thread cart. Oh, it goes right here. This is the Kimberbell. We wish you a Merry Christmas. That doesn't go there. It goes over here on the side of this cart. Oh, I have a pegboard hook. I can hook it on. That's fine. Okay, that'll hang right there. This is why it's hard to get in. This is why I'm on my diet, so I can get in this room. Do I have a thread preference? I use Isacord, Glide, Exquisite, and Incredithread. Those are my favorites. Okay. I have my bag of goodies for a quilt walk. And I have room up on this shelf. This is something I'm only going to use once a year, so it's going to go up. And I put stuff in front of it, and that wasn't smart. Hold on. Oh, this box down here, the blue box, it's got tools and things like that. I should have known I wasn't going to have a whole lot of space left. There we go. This can sit, my pillow form can sit on top of my Minky up here. There we go. That's good. All right. Progress, progress, progress. And goodness, okay. My nap cot, my little camping cot for my naps. My power nap, my combat nap. This goes here. Stay there. This does not need to go on the floor now. It will fit right here. I use this all the time. Okay. Yay! And the little pad. For the camping cot can go sit on top of these. All right, so I have done a lot of good work. Also, yesterday, y'all were having fits about my router. So I put the router, it's sitting on top of this shelf right up here and has its own dedicated plug inside of this room over there. I ran a line and extension cord, and it's plugged to the same outlet that the ice machine is plugged into. So everything is up. And it really looks good. It's better. It's much, much better. And I got rid of a lot of stuff that I know I did not and will not use. So let's roll in. Let's take a peek again. Okay. So now there's so much that is up off the floor. This is my little stool. Okay. I think that's it. So this is still where it was before, but now it's not being shoved forward by things that are falling down behind it. I got rid of all kinds of things that didn't deserve space in my room. And my thread got resettled. I've got Yazzie bags up here stacked nicely. I have space. I have space on this shelf right here. Okay, these are my easy stacks. This is all my extra thread. I usually, see if I put a bin right here, that'll catch things that come in this room. The next thing I need to do is go through and organize my stabilizers. I'm not doing that. Judy needs my cot. Where'd I get the cart that holds my stabilizer? There's a link to it, Carolyn, below in the description box, and it says around my sewing room, and it says stabilizer storage cart. It's actually a shoe cart, but I've got a link to it down there. I love it. I love it. I love it. And maybe we'll do that next week when we do some more organizing. Whew, that was a lot. And our hour is almost up. My gosh. Oh, your Yazzie bag's been stuck in Louisville since the 9th. That's a bummer. Yeah, they get shipped from Paducah because Yasmita has a deal with Paducah. She's got a warehouse there or something, and they ship out of there in the U.S. So I love that cart for stabilizers too. It's perfect. So I am so pleased with all of the stuff that got out of that room. I'm very pleased with it. That big red box that had the figurines in it that I have embroidered goes up in the attic with Christmas. It's been needing to go there. I've got to empty out some more trash. There's so much. So this stuff here does not include all the fabric I got out yesterday. So that big pile, all those bags, okay, That black bag right there is donate fabric, so I don't second guess it. That's a trick from Dana. K White is a trash bag, a black trash bag. Minimal Mom uses that too, black trash bag. Put it in there, and then you don't second guess it. And the other thing about using a donatable donate is that if you donate the container, you don't have to go through it again when you donate it. You don't have to empty it out, because if you empty it out, you're going to second guess yourself on things that were in there. So go with your gut. Okay. And if it didn't make the first cut, it probably won't make the second, but make the container something that you can donate. So this is hard for quilters. This is really hard for quilters, you guys. So thank you, Claudia. She's awesome declutter hour. I had to make room for you. Today, Claudia is coming to my house and we're having a sew day. Hey, maybe I'll take some video. That'll be fun. So she is the bag maker extraordinaire, and she's going to help me with my Yazzie computer carrier 2.0 that I stitched on the long arm the other day. So I quilted all that fabric. Oh, that fabric. All right, you guys, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. My room is finished. I'm happy. It feels better. It's organized. I know what's in there. And I'm ready to go now for 2025. I hope I inspired you to do the same, and just do it for a little bit and just make it better. Better is progress. And that's what we're always after, is progress. Come back tomorrow for Embroidery Thursday. And we're going to do some stitching on those candles. I'll talk to you soon. I love you guys. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Bye.